Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with an interesting new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was a Senju and Itachi Gave His Eyes to Him. And yeah guys, it is an interesting short movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to two subscribers whose ideas I'm going to combine today. Joselines Morales and James Venstra. I hope I said your names right and didn't butcher it. Anyways, shout out to you two for suggesting these ideas which I'm going to combine. And yeah, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and please keep sending in your ideas. I really love watching your comments and picking up and making ideas. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not making your idea, but I will soon, I promise. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in the midst of the Third Great Shinobi War. As the war was raging on between Konoha and the other villages, we go towards a village that was still detached and quite unaffected by all this madness that was going on. A tourist town known as the Sunshine Valley. As inside it we see in an apartment complex Tsunade Senju drinking and sitting in deep thought. As a few days ago she was approached by her previous teammate Jiraiya, and the conversation that they had turned quite sore, in her opinion, as the conversation followed as suit. As Tsunade, after a day long of gambling, was returning back to her apartment drunk, as she heard a familiar voice. "Long time no see, Tsunade. You're still like usual self." As Tsunade stopped in the tracks and looked behind who it was Jiraiya. "Same could be said, I hope, Jiraiya, about you. What do you want from me? I have nothing to do with that village. I have left that village. That place is no longer my home. Can't you just allow me to live the rest of my life in peace?" "In peace? By mean that you go to gamble in the day and waste away yourself in the night? Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. Listen, Tsunade, we need your help. A lot of the next generation, they had taken a lot of damage, and most of them are injured. Critically. We need your help. We need you back. Didn't you get the message, Jiraiya? I'm not going back to that place. I'm done with it. Tsunade, please, I beg of you. Just this once. Please, set aside everything. You can return back freely, I guarantee you that. You and I both know, Jiraiya, once I set foot back into that life, there is no going back. And I'm quite neutral with other villages. They haven't come after me so far." "Oh yeah, you think? Because I just took down 2 of assassins from Eva that were sent here specifically for you." "Isn't that right, Shizune?" As Tsunade's eyes widened as a scared Shizune, holding on to Tonton, who was a baby pig at the time, was standing there. "Shizune, what happened?" "They were in your apartment. If I wasn't there a little bit later, she would have been killed." As Tsunade just stood there, frozen, in shock, as Jiraiya came near her and placed a hand on her shoulder. "Listen to me, Tsunade. You don't have to come back to the village for me, for Sensei, or all for the crap that we have given you. Just do this as a favor that we might owe you in the future, that you can pull at any time. Please, don't make me do this any longer." "Fine, give me some time to think. I'll come, I promise." As now we go to the present, where we see Tsunade saw the sunrise as she ended up drinking and being in thought in the whole night. "Shizune, pack up the stuff. We're going back to the village." "Like right now?" "Yes, right now." As now we see, a week later Tsunade arrived back and became the head of the medical squad and instantly took over the charge and healed as much as she could. And as this was going on, we see that Konoha in the end was able to win thanks to Minato, who was able to regain his health and cautiousness after that devastating attack of protecting his students. As this was going on, we see Tsunade and Jiraiya celebrating in the other side with their sensei. "Well, I'm happy to have you back, Tsunade." "Well, sensei, I know you don't have to say anything. Jiraiya made me agree, and I made sure the council agrees that you are free to leave, Tsunade. You have no obligation to the village whatsoever. If anything, we owe you a favor. And I promise I will fulfill it when the time comes, and when you need it the most." "Thanks, Sensei. I can now leave in peace." "Well, before you leave, how about a drinking competition, Tsunade?" said Jiraiya. "I mean, you kind of owe me, you know." "Huh, your own, Jiraiya. And let's just say Hiruzen was happy that his students were bonding once more, hoping that Tsunade might stay. And now we cut to the next morning as we see Tsunade begrudgingly woke up as she found herself without any clothes in bed. And right next to her was none other than Minato Namikaze. As her eyes widened, wait, what? How in the hell did that happen? And then her gaze fell upon Kushina, who was sleeping right next to him, spooning him as well. Oh my god. Oh no. As that is when her gaze fell on a shadow looking throughout a window, peeking at them, with a huge grin on his face. It was Jiraiya. As suddenly Tsunade felt an urge to punch him, but she told him to keep quiet, and that is when Minato woke up, and so did Kushina, as all of them freaked out. As Tsunade then, after calming down, then said, "Listen, clothe up, get fresh, meet downstairs, okay?" Yeah, that will be great," said Minato, completely embarrassed. As now we see Jiraiya already was downstairs. "This is gold mine, Hime. Thank you. Before you leave, I have now the most efficient story for my next novel of the Icha Tactics, the forbidden love story between a sensei student and her fiancé. Jiraiya, if you wrote that down, I will hunt you to the end of this world. And you know, I will bring a lot of pain to you without any healing. And I will heal you again without any painkillers. Rearranging your bones and breaking them again and again and again and again." As Jiraiya said, "Okay, yeah, I think that idea might be dropped well. But you gotta admit, Hime, even I didn't see that coming from miles ahead." As Minato and Kushina came down with a blush on their faces, and their worst nightmare was standing there. "Oh my, you little dog. Come here, Minato. Sleeping with the girl I had crush on. You really surpassed your sensei in the pervertiness. I did not knew you had the pervert in you. Minato, I thought you were a spineless idiot who was straight. What the hell do you mean by that, sensei?" "Nothing. You don't have to worry about anything. I'm just happy about this, you know. I'm so proud of you." Wait, what? This is the thing that you're most proud of and even shed tears, not to me being nominated as a Kage or being the hero of the village? Yeah, this is more important to me. Jeez. Okay, I'll be going to do some research while you guys talk. Bye. And in a puff of smoke, Jiraiya disappeared, leaving the three with a huge tick mark. As after that, we see the conversation got awkward until Tsunade then said, "I'm sorry, Kushina. I know that both of you are engaged, and I don't know how I ended up here. I was just too drunk. So are we. I hope we can keep this in between us, Tsunade-sama," said Kushina. "Wait, you're okay with that? I mean, Minato is a light drinker, so yeah, I forced him to drink and chug down a whole sake bottle, so it was on me. I kind of regret what I did." "Really? It was you? I thought it was Inoichi." "Well, that bastard did the same after that, but yeah. I did not knew the drunk Minato was such a dog, but we'll talk about that later." As Minato blushed. "Okay, how about you leave, Minato?" "Wait, what? Like now?" "Yeah, we're going to have a girls' talk." "Alright. I'll leave you two to it." As now we see Tsunade and Kushina were left there. "Well, Tsunade-sama, if anything happens of a sort, know this. He is also a part of Uzumaki clan as well. And if you're not ready to take care of him or her, I'll be more than willing to. You don't have to say that. But besides, I don't think that I'm gonna get pregnant with just one night. I'm a senju, for God's sake. Fast forward 8 months. Oh god, I'm pregnant," said Tsunade in Tanabata town, which was near Konoha, but still quite far away, as she was in her apartment and had a bulging stomach, as she received a letter from Kushina. "I know that you might be pregnant because Minato, well, after I had a talk with him, freaked out, and he has been, well, sending an ambush squad to keep an eye on you, and they have reported back just now, so I sent it in the letter." "Ah, god damn it." Well, as Tsunade sat down and wrote a letter and sent it back to Kushina, we see that Kushina sent it back a letter as well, and so began the exchanging of letters. As the days grew near, we see that Tsunade arrived back at Konoha so that she could give birth to her child in her ancestral home, Konoha Gakure no Sato. As we see the family of three were seated down and were talking. Turns out Kushina was going to have a daughter of a sort, and they decided to go with her grandmother's name, Mito, as Tsunade was happy with that. As that is when Minato, being the father, decided, can I, name the son since Kushina decided on the girl's, name? Fine, go ahead. Naruto. Fish cake? Seriously, Minato? That's the best you can come up with your son's name? No, it means Maelstrom. Kushina, I hope you're okay with that, Tsunade-sama. Naruto Senju. Uzumaki. That has a nice ring to it. Don't forget to add Namikaze. Please, seriously, don't forget to add it, said Minato, as the three of them chuckled. And finally the day came, October 10th, the day the half-siblings were about to be born. As now we see, everything was going greatly and smoothly until the QB attack happened. Tsunade was, inside the hospital room while Kushina was away, so that both of the mothers could be okay, while Minato, he was torn between pacing back and forth. So yeah, his yellow flying Raijin technique came in handy at this time. Every minute or so he would pop up near Tsunade or near, Kushina. And that is when all hell broke loose, when he went away to our Tsunade. Hey, everything going great? Yes, everything is going great. You did this to me. Look at how much pain I am in, Minato. I'm sorry, Tsunade-sama. I promise, I'll make this right, okay? Where is Kushina? Oh no, she's just done giving birth. As that is when Minato's heart dropped as he stood there frozen. And Tsunade didn't like what she saw. What is going on? She sat in midst of a pain. As that is when Jiraiya arrived. Minato, something bad is going on there. You gotta go there now. As now we see Minato arrived there, as both Jiraiya and Tsunade were inside the hospital room. What do you think has happened, Jiraiya? As after that, we see some time later, Jiraiya didn't answer and Tsunade gave birth, and that is when Jiraiya answered, I don't know, Tsunade. Whatever it is, it's not good. And that is when they saw the huge Kyuubi no Yoko appearing on the outer skirts. God damn it! Something went wrong. Kushina, stay here. Shizune, you guys protect her. And Naruto. Make sure nothing happens. As now we see, Jiraiya dashed as fast as he could towards the outskirts, and the battle continued out as Tsunade watched from the sidelines, still feeling weak. And that is when she saw that Kyuubi bringing a huge nail down, being chained by the Uzumaki chains. Before, no longer after, the Uzumaki chains disappeared, and her heart sank, thinking of the worst. As soon after we see Jiraiya arriving there, wounded badly, with a baby girl with red hair wrapped inside a towel in his hand, as he had a huge sad smile on his face. Well, the child is okay. But Minato and Kushina, they... As his smile dropped as he sighed, they're dead. They sacrificed themselves. Kyuubi was going to aim for Mito and they sealed the Biju inside of her. What? How could Minato do this to her? It was Kushina's idea. She knew that only Uzumaki women were strong enough to hold off the Biju, and they couldn't ask for anyone else. As Tsunade just stood there, knowing the gravity of the situation, what is going to happen to her? That is something that the council will decide, said Danzo as he arrived there. What do you mean, Danzo? I'm her godfather and his godfather. What makes you think that I will allow you to do such a thing? Well, whether you like it or not, we as the council will decide. Since there is no Kage, who says? Minato reinstated me back as the Hokage, said Hiruzen Sarutobi as he arrived inside. As Danzo was shaken. What? Yes, Danzo. As Danzo then said, give me the hat this instant, Hiruzen. I will not allow you to take that hat. And something interesting happened at that moment. Wood spike rose from the ground, piercing straight throughout Danzo's body, from where Tsunade was standing. As everyone looked at her, Tsunade? Was that you? No, I did not do that. As Jiraiya guessed, look at Naruto. As there were the same markings there that Hashirama Senju had before they too disappeared. As Tsunade laid Naruto down in the bed and began to do the examination. No, she said continuously, and after some time she fell down on her seat. No, this can't be happening. Oh, what can be happening, Tsunade? He has a Kekigenkai. He has the Mokutan. He said, looking towards both her sensei and her teammate as both of their eyes widen. As after some time they cool down, we see that Hiruzen then said, I don't get it. What makes you think that this is bad? He killed your Danzo, and not only that, he used his ability, and I'm pretty sure that the Anbus that are here protecting you as your unit, they have watched this all. As Kakashi jumped down, I promise you, we haven't seen anything. I mean, we did kind of, but we can ignore that. Kakashi, I'm gonna be taking your sensei's daughter and son away from this village. It's not safe. And I'm gonna be raising them on my own. Wait, hold up. You're not doing that, Hime. If anything, it's you and me together in this. I'm not gonna allow you to, raise them in a environment in which you drink and gamble. You think that now I will? Now that I have a son and a goddaughter to raise? Whether you like it or not, Hime, I'm coming. I'm their godfather. As Hiruzen looked towards Danzo's corpse and knew something, as he instantly had an idea. Look, I know this may sound odd, Tsunade, but I think Jiraiya is saying the right option here. You have to think about it. I mean, the council. Danzo came here being backed up by them, and even possibly by Daimyo. There is something that is going on that I need to clear out. Until then, you have to leave. You have my permission to as a Kage. What are you going to do, Sensei? Oh, I have a few favors and strings to pull before anything else. Anbu, clear up Danzo's body and make it look like accident that he died on the way here. Wow, that's dark, Sensei. Well, you gotta be a Kage, you gotta play some dirty tactics as well, Jiraiya. Thank God I'm not a Kage. Neither am I. As after that we see, Hiruzen from his office after dealing with the council watched his students leave. Well, I hope Minato, Kushina made the right choice. I hope as hell for Mito's and Naruto's sake I did. As now we have a time skip of 8 years later, as we go towards Sunshine Valley again, which was quite detached to the other elemental nations. As inside it we see Naruto on the outer skirts, inside a little home that they have built for themselves, living with his mother, his sister, and as well as Jiraiya. As Naruto and Mito were training, having a combat of a sort, we see that both of them were on the ground now, with a few of gashes left and right. Well, I guess we did it again, huh, Mito? You're right about that, Naruto. That was quite a nice workout. Workout? Jeez, kids. If I was your age, I would have passed out by now because of chakra exhaustion or even worse, died. As Jiraiya was bonked on the head by Tsunade, don't say those words in front of my babies. Come here, children. We're going back to your village. Wait, what? Said both the children and Jiraiya. Wait, kids, why don't you go inside for a bit and change and freshen up? Tsunade has cooked up your favorite dish, ramen, and eat. Wait, what? Since when did Shizune did that behind my back? Says Tsunade. That thing is repulsive. As both of the kids stopped and gave their mother a look that said, what? How could you say that? As now we see, Naruto then said, I'm so disappointed in you, Kajan. How could you say that to the food of gods? Seriously. Grow up, Kajan. As both of the kids went inside, after showing the sass. As now we see, Jiraiya chuckled as Tsunade just rolled her eyes. Ugh, I can't believe you allowed them to eat that garbage after training. That's not good for their health and nourishment. Well, you feed them enough of veggies, and trust me when I say this. The ramen, it has a lot of veggies in it, because I made sure that Shizune, being the chef she is, chopped them to the so tiny pieces that they could hardly ever notice it. Thank God. Okay, what is this about now, us going back to the village? Well, Sensei sent it in a letter a few days ago, right? Yeah, I remember. The one that I have read, definitely, and didn't throw away. You threw away your letter. Yeah, I lost it. I'm sorry. When are you gonna grow up, Jiraiya? I think I'm looking after 3 kids. Hey, I can take care of myself. I have been. Enough. The thing is that we are needed back. Naruto and Mito needs to start the academy there, to become the strong shinobi and kunoichi as their father would have wanted. Yeah, you're right about that. But are you sure that you want this for Naruto and Mito as their mother? Well, to be honest, I don't like the idea, but knowing that we both have trained them to the point that they are at least up to tuning level, in my eyes, I think it is more than enough. something there is that you're not telling me. Yeah, it's probably nothing you should worry about before we get there. I know where I sent through that letter. Maybe I should go and read it. Okay, fine. I'll tell you. Sensei is old and he wants to retire and pass on the hat again. It's either you or me. So you think that by bringing me there, I will become the Hokage? Said Jiraiya. Nice try, Hime, but I'm a free soul. I can't just settle down and be tied behind a desk. There's a lot of opportunities to discover, a lot of Uchiha tactics to write. I swear if you get near that novel again, or brought that novel near my children while you live in this house, I'll rip you apart and spread you into tiny pieces, spreading it all over elemental nations, Jiraiya. Wow, that was dark, Hime. I promise I won't. I'll be careful. You better. So, what now? Are we gonna go or what? Well, we are going. As now we see, Naruto and Mito were both happy that they were finally returning back to Konoha. And the news spread out amongst the clan council. As now we see, most of them were happy and some of them went home to talk. One of them was Fugaku Uchiha, who arrived back home. As his family seated down. Honey, you look quite stressed. Naruto Senju, Uzumaki Namikaze, and Mito Uzumaki Namikaze Senju are arriving back. And Tsunade-sama alongside with Jiraiya-sama are with them. I see. So, why are you so stressed? I don't know. Why? It's the council of the clan, maybe. They are pushing that we don't let Senjus to rise to power again, after we asserted the dominance, after their wipeout. Father, but Senjus and Uchihas, both of them form the whole village. It will be nice if the balance has returned, isn't it? And maybe this time around we can form allies. Strong allies. I mean, Sasuke and Satsuki are also starting the academy. Maybe things could work out, and they can become best friends, and this way the Uchiha and Senjus will be allies together. You know what? That is right, Itachi. You are correct. As now we see, the next day Sasuke and Satsuki, both twins, arrived at the academy. There they saw a huge bunch of kids surrounding two, one with red hair and one with blonde hair. As both of the siblings raised an eyebrow, and that is when we see something crawling out from behind all that mob. As they saw two figures, it was Mito and Naruto, who were panting heavily. God, that was awful. We should have stayed back at the Sunshine Valley. Shouldn't have we? You're right about that, Naruto. We should have. Maybe we should go back and talk to Kurama and tell him, or maybe beg him to take us back. You know that he hates that, right? Jeez, he's kind of your friend, isn't he? No, he's more into you, and he wishes that it was you who was his Jinchuriki, not me. Seriously? Ha! You'll wish. He's totally my friend. As inside Mito's mindscape, we see Kurama rolling his eyes. Well, no, I prefer Naruto. He's more intelligent, calm, and he's a little bit cooler than you, and less cooler than me. Oh, shut up, you fox. Jeez, whatever you say, flashbag. Tomato. Don't call me that. I hate that name. As Naruto then looked at the siblings and said, nice to meet you two. My name is Naruto, and this is, we know, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Senju and Mito Uzumaki Senju Namikaze. Why the name difference? We're the same siblings. Jeez, said Naruto. As that is when Iruka arrived and knew instantly that his class was going to be a mess. Soon after that, we see 5 years went by in a blink of an eye, and they all reached at the age of 13 and the graduation day. And not only that, Naruto and Mito were able to make a lot of friends, but their best of friends were, more to Mito were, well, Sasuke and Satsuki, while to Naruto it was both of them and their big brother Itachi, who got him, and Naruto was kind of his rival, so yeah. Naruto and Itachi got along way too much well, for even Satsuki's sake, because she was starting to develop a crush on Naruto, because he helped out a lot to her in the years. And the parents, they were just happy to have them whenever they were around. And let's just say, Fugaku's problem about the council pushing for a coup was even solved unconsciously by Naruto. And Fugaku was forever grateful for that his clan lived to see another day, thanks to Naruto, a Senju saving them. If his clan find out, they would just die, committing suicide instead of, well, committing a coup. But they wouldn't allow that to happen. As now we see Itachi and Naruto training with Shisui, as Naruto was trying his best to keep up with both of them, who were at least Jonin level now, as he wounded up on the ground again. Ah, damn it! I missed 2 targets again. Well, that was quite close, Naruto. Maybe you'll had us in the next round. How much that adds up, Shisui? 100 and... well, 100 to us, and Naruto only has 1-4. Jeez, you guys are much more experienced and seasoned. Well, you have to admit that we kind of were trying hard while you were just being cocky, Naruto. As Naruto after that pouted, as that is when we see Itachi mocking Naruto as he was trying to get under his skin, which was in a joking manner. He suddenly felt dizzy and was unconscious, bleeding out from his nose, as both of the Naruto and Shisui panicked and rushed him to the hospital. As that is when we see Uchiha family arrive there. What happened? Shisui, report. As Shisui got into a attentive position and reported everything. As that is when they waited, and that is when Tsunade came from the other side. Well, I have a news for you all. Itachi has an incurable disease that is affecting his lungs, and they will stop working when the time comes. What? Oh no. Is there really no way to heal him? I have to try my best to find a cure. It is an incurable disease, again, I must repeat. Okage-sama, you have to try something. Please, save our boy. As that is when we see Itachi standing behind them. It's alright. I get it. I knew about this from a long time. What? Since how long? Since I was 10, Dochan. Why did you not told this to anyone? You were busy with the clan, and I didn't want to burden you with that. And not only that, Kachan was also tense, and... well, Sasuke and Satsuki. I just didn't want them to know. Now we know! I said both of them in tears. I'm sorry about that, little ones, but I tried to protect you. You made the dumbest decision, Itachi Nisan. You know that? Said Naruto. Kachan, I'm gonna help you try to find a cure. As both Naruto and, let's just say, his mother tried their best, but in the end, they were able to only delay the inevitable. As now we see, the day of the graduation ceremony arrived, and they both graduated with the headbands, and were assigned to a team, which was made of Naruto, Satsuki, Sasuke, and Mito. She was placed under the apprenticeship of Uncle Mitarashi, since she was way too much interested in the torture department. So yeah, that is where she went. Her idol being Ganko. And as for the Team 7, their sensei was none other than Kakashi Hatake. As now we see Naruto had black dark circles under his eyes. Naruto, are you resting? Said Satsuki worriedly. No, I still have to find a cure. I'm trying my best. And you don't have to worry about me. I am resting. As that is when Naruto face faulted into the side of the door into the wall. Oops. When did the door move? I better get going. If Itachi Nisan's arrived, just tell him that I'm not here, okay? I never existed. I was never even born. And you didn't even know me. As that is when Naruto left, as Itachi stood behind them, and as that is when he said, in a weakened state, you guys do know that I heard all of that conversation, and why is Naruto acting like that? It isn't like him. Well, Nisan, to be honest, it's because your condition, you're getting worse. I know. But the thing is that I'm okay with it. It was something that I was born with, tried to hide, and in the end I paid for the consequences. Not like it's an incurable disease, it's incurable. The medicine that Naruto and Tsunade-sama was able to give me, I'm more grateful enough for that. Because it gave me enough time to see my little siblings grow up. As both of them were shocked. Wait, you're not real Itachi, are you? Nope, I'm just a clone. The real one made 3 clones. One for you two, one for Tochan and Kachan, and one for Naruto, who is right about to make contact with him. What happened to the real Nisan? Oh, he passed away. He passed away giving his chakra to us, it is left, in the backyard, under the tree shade. No, please tell me you're lying. No, as he bent down to his knees and poked the middle of their forehead with both of his fingers. Always remember, I love both of you. And I'll always be there for you, and I will be proud of you when you become a strong Kunoichi and Shinobi. And I'm still proud as your big brother. As both of them hugged their brother's clone, as after some time the chakra faded, Itachi said his goodbye and left in a puff of smoke as the siblings dashed back home, only to find Naruto there with a jar in his hand, as Itachi, with a bandage over his eyes, was sitting there. What? No, this can't be real. As that is when Shisui arrived there as well. This is real. I was the one who helped him out with his eyes. Why? Why would you do that? His time was running out. The medicine stopped working a few months ago, Naruto. He has been just taking them because he wanted you to believe that he was getting better. I was this close to the cure. Damn it! But why would he give me his eyes? Said Naruto after looking at the jar. As that is when both Fugaku and Mikoto arrived there, as Mikoto had red eyes because of the tears that she had said. Well, it was Itachi's wish for you to have his eyes. He wants you to carry his eyes so that, in a way, he can live through you, Naruto. As Naruto looked down and said, I promise I'll keep them safe, and only use them whenever needed the most. As that is when we see Naruto return home with a heavy heart, and a preparation for a funeral was being made now. And after that, a grand funeral in the Uchiha clan compound was held. While many were against Naruto receiving the eyes, Fugaku stood front and told everyone that it was his son's wish. And whether they liked it or not, it was going through with it. And in the end, they went through with it. As this all sad scenario was being playing out, we go towards the outer skirts where we see two figures watching this from afar. So Itachi didn't wish to join us, even if we offered him the cure. Yes, it seems so, Zetsu. So what should we do now, Obito? What else? We are going to move forward with our plan without him. We have to find a new candidate, though. No, there is no worry to find about the new candidate. What? But you said that he might... I know what I said. We are good as we are. The best we can get. Start the recon missions. I want all of them to be captured as soon as possible. Alright. I will, Obito-sama. As Zetsu left, as Obito stood there, with narrowed eyes, Naruto's Umaki, Namikaze Senju, I hope that you don't become a thorn in my path, because if you do, I'll put you down I'll put you down like a dog, and maybe end the Senju line with you altogether. Then again, all of you are in the end bound to die out anyway. As that is when he vanished in a whirlwind. As now we go towards Naruto, who was seen attending a funeral with his mother, the current Hokage, as well as his godfather and his sister, and her sensei. As after that, there was a few weeks given off to Team 7, and after that we see Team 7 arrived at the training ground 7, where Naruto was already waiting for them. Hey guys, how have you been? Holding up? It's still quite sad that... Hard to believe that Nissan really did that. I mean, Itachi was kind of cunning. He wouldn't let anyone know his motives until it was finally done. I just wish I could have been better. I'm sorry, guys. No, don't say that, Naruto-kun, said Satsuki as she placed a hand on Naruto's cheek. You tried your best. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Both of you. As that is when Kakashi arrived there and said, Alright, team. Now, since we are late, we're gonna begin our D rank mission so that we can get our first C rank. Most of the team already have their first C rank. So, I know what happened, and it is sad. You haven't given enough time, and the Shinobi World stop for anyone. It doesn't. You have to keep moving forward, and let the time heal its wound. Trust me. It doesn't heal easily, but you'll get to know how to live with it. I know about you, Kakashi, Nissan, Sensei. No, it's not easy. But I guess you're right, we have to move forward. That's the spirit. As the team became so dedicated that within only 1 week worth of time, they did more than 90 D rank missions, earning them the top score in the D rank charts. As now we see, they did the most C rank missions as well. Soon after that, recon, as well as transport missions, as well as letter assigning missions, as well as taking care of bandit groups. Naruto and Team 7 was working way too much efficiently. Even Tsunade was getting worried about her son, and so was Mito about her brother. As now we see inside the Hokage office, as Hiruzen, being the acting secretary and the right-hand man plus elder of Tsunade, stood there. Naruto, you all, Sasuke, Satsuki, and Kakashi, we are deeply proud of you, said Hiruzen. But you guys need to cool down and ease up a bit. You guys are working way too hard, and like this you might end up burning out. And trust me, having a burnout is not something that you would wish or want to have. No, we have to keep moving forward. Plus, Jiraiya-sama gave this letter to us when we arrived. It's about a certain group named Akatsuki. They are making certain moves that are quite odd, and a Kage Summit letter also arrived alongside it. He requested a Kage Summit, which you all should attend. There he will present all the proofs that he has so much gathered upon the group. Alright, when is this Kage Summit? It's being held within a month or so. Alright, before that, there is a mission that I would like to assign you. A C rank mission, but I think it might be a A rank one. Come in, Tazuna. As Tazuna arrived being drunk and all, and the same thing carried out. As now we see, as they approached the land of waves, Naruto and Satsuki were able to take care of the demon brothers while Sasuke distracted them and protected the client. As they moved forward, they arrived in a thickly covered, fog-covered area as a huge sword came at them. And Naruto was able to dodge and tell everyone to duck in due time. As now we see the sword embedded in a tree behind them, almost cutting it down completely, as a clapping sound was heard. That was nice, kid, I gotta admit. The Konoha new forces are not dull as they were saying they were. What do you mean? There was a force that was similar to you sent it here before that. The kids ended up being sold as slaves by the one who's in charge. What? As Naruto felt rage burning within, and you know what he will do? As the said person began to taunt them, something inside Naruto snapped, and suddenly huge amount of wood began to rise from where he was standing. As his chakra, which was potent and purple, began to appear visibly on his body as cracks began to form, as markings began to appear on his face. But there was a difference. His eyes, instead of being similar to that of wood brown, they were complete green. As huge amount of trees with a single hand gesture begin to rise from the ground, wrapping themselves in an unmannerly way like trees around the said man. Before Naruto then said, "You are corrupted, and nature will not stand for the corrupted. It is time nature takes back a part of itself from the corrupts like you." And with a crush of his hand, turning into a fist, the man turned into splatter everywhere. As everyone watched Naruto, as Naruto rose from the ground with the help of his chakra and trees and disappeared. And soon after, the team became visibly worried. "We have to find out what is going on here, Sensei. And who was even that man?" "Sabuzama Mochi. You need to tell us something, but right not now. We need to know where Naruto went. I can sense his chakra. Pakun, track him." He said something his Ninken. And now they arrived at a hideout where they saw Gato and his men being butchered down by Naruto, who was not in himself. And after doing all of that, we see Naruto standing in front of them, his eyes turning back to normal as his marking disappears. He fainted visibly as Sasuke cashed in. "Naruto!" Both of the siblings said, "Sensei, he's knocked out. His vitals are normal. We have to take him somewhere safe." "You guys go. Tazuna, take them to your home. You said it was nearby. I'll do the recon and send in the report what happened here to Okage-sama. She might want to know." As now we see, a letter was sent through an ego. As back at Konoha, Tsunade reading the letter was shocked. "Oh no, Sensei, his powers are acting up." "What do you mean by that?" "The Kekkei Mokitan, it's acting up again." "But I don't understand. Sensei never revealed anything to me. I read in a log that was written by Hashirama Jiji. He told me inside that book, that the powers acted up before he was able to gain complete control over them. It is as if nature tried to possess you until you form harmony within it and form a bond with it. Naruto is becoming the vessel of nature. If it doesn't go right, he might end up a corrupted soul of nature who will not stop at anything until he destroys everything, or he has to be put down. Something that I'm not willing to do. Neither am I. Jiraiya, what the hell are you doing here? I heard everything. I gotten worried. I thought you might freak out after what you have found out about, Akatsuki. I was sure as hell I wasn't. I wasn't worried about Mito or anything. I knew she's a strong girl and she will take care of herself. Calm down, Jiraiya. Just tell us what is going on. There is a way. We have to bring him to Mount Miyaboku. That is the only place that will be able to stabilize him. Fine. But if anything happens to my son, I'm coming for your head. Can I bring Mito too? I'm gonna train her to be the Toad Sage. And Naruto as well. Alright. Go. As after that we see Mito and Jiraiya went towards the land of waves, where they found Naruto and took him to Mount Miyaboku. As this was going on, Naruto recovering and gaining consciousness, as well as after being found out what he did, he was now beginning to train with Jiraiya alongside with Mito. The Akatsuki was beginning to make their move as they were getting cautious. The villages are getting cautious. They are even having a Kage summit. That is when we declared the war. And the Jinchurikis? Teams will be already spread. Take down as many as you can. Alright. As the plan was coming all along, something that they wanted. As now we see, Jiraiya and the others were ready, as they returned on the day of Kage Summit. And once they did, the Kage Summit began, as the meeting was getting heated, and that is when the Akatsuki member arrived. My name is Madara Uchiha, and I am here to declare war upon all of you. As everyone was left shocked and stunned. As from heated conversation, they began to develop a conversation in which they knew they had to counterattack him, because it was Madara Uchiha that they were talking about. As now we see Naruto now under control his power alongside with Mito and Sasuke and Satsuki, who have trained under Kakashi and became strong weapons of their own right, were now going to fight, but not without something that Naruto knew he had to do. He brought out the eyes of Itachi that he had kept secret. As he lay down on the table, you seriously want to do this, Naruto? I have combined the eyes in one. I am willing to take out one of my eyes and implant it. The eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Itachi Nisan did say that it will work out if the eyes are combined, but it doesn't have that much of a strength of Uchiha. And knowing that both Sasuke and Satsuki also does possess this now, and they are going to exchange their eyes, this is the best course of choice that we have. But you might need a week to recover. Week is all I need. As Naruto and Mito stayed behind for the time being alongside with Sasuke and Satsuki, whose eyes were bandaged up. And after a week, as they woke up and their eyes opened, Naruto one eye was completely morphed into a Mangekyo Sharingan of Itachi's patron, as he was even able to use Susanoo, and so were Sasuke and Satsuki able to. Let's get this show on the road. As they arrived at the battlefield, they found out that most of their forces have been destroyed, and the Ten-Tail was revived as well. Mito, entering the KCM2 state, was also engaged in the battle with the help of Sage Mode, and so was Naruto. He used the Moketan Sage Mode as well as the Sharingan. As the revived Kage watched this with a proud smile on their eyes. As Minato, Tobirama and Hashirama were shocked. More than ever was Tobirama, a senju, having an Uchiha eye, using the Uchiha's abilities. How? Jeez, uncle, stop about this. We're through with this. Naruto is my son, and he is your great-grandson. And nephew. Well, I'm damn proud of him. He really has carried out his legacy. I'm damn proud. You're crying, Tobirama, I'm not. As Tobirama rolled his eyes in the midst of the battle. As the battle continued on. In the end, with the help of 5 new generation shinobis who were strong as hell, the villages and the Shinobi Alliance was able to win, and the Ten-Tails was back distributed to the 9 Bijus, and Zetsu and the others were sealed away with the help of the new eye that Naruto was able to unlock, the Rin Sharingan. And he used the Chibaku Tensei to seal away all the Akatsuki as well as Zetsu away from the earth itself, as the husk was with them. They could not use the chakra inside because Mito was able to seal and place a lot of chakra suppressors within it, hiding them with the help of Hiroshi no Jutsu that she learned. As now we see, Yui celebration occurred and Naruto and the others were now deemed as heroes. And Satsuki, even with happiness, kissed Naruto and Mito kissed Sasuke. And in the end, they ended up marrying together, and let's just say Tsunade was most happy that day. And one thing they all forgot was to send back the Kages, as Minato was crying the tears of happiness and joy seeing his daughter and son ended up marrying, and with his best friend nonetheless. And not only that, Ashirama was crying as well, and Tobirama, he was just shocked and baffled. Uchihas, Senjus, married? Together? Senju Uchihas? No, no, no! Send me back! Send me back in time! I have to change this. I have to change this turns of events. Shut up! Said Hashirama, as he was proud of it, but Tobirama was freaking out as hell. This couldn't be happening, and this was the worst nightmare that he could ever dream of. Well, everyone else enjoyed, as this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!